Wait, before you spend your next penny, take a closer look, because a simple 1977 Lincoln penny, yes, the one most people ignore, could actually be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Sounds unbelievable. Well, here's the truth. Millions of people have rare coins sitting in jars, drawers, and pockets, and they don't even realize in this video. I'm going to show you exactly what makes a 1977 penny valuable, the rare errors that collectors are hunting, and how to check if you have one worth big money. So don't skip this. Your next penny might not be just 1 cent. History of the 1977 Lincoln penny. Let's rewind for a moment. The 1977 Lincoln penny is part of the legendary Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln. By 1977, the design had become iconic. Front, Lincoln's portrait. Back, the Lincoln Memorial designer, Victor D. Brenner. Now here's something important. Backhand index pointing right. The 1977 penny was made of 95% copper with a weight of about 3.11 grams, and that matters because copper coins are more desirable to collectors, especially compared to modern zinc pennies. But even more important than the metal is what happened during the minting process. Is a 1977 penny really valuable? Let's be honest, backhand index pointing right. Most 1977 pennies are still worth just 1 cent, but certain versions of this coin can sell for $10, $50, $200, even $1,000 plus, and in rare cases, backhand index pointing right error coins in near perfect condition can reach several $1,000s. So what's the secret? It comes down to 3 powerful factors. Mint mark condition errors. Mint marks you must check. Look just below the date, 1977, on your coin. You'll find no mint mark. Philadelphia D. Mint mark Denver. Here's the key. Backhand index pointing right. Both are common in circulation, but in high-grade condition, they become much more valuable. For example, 1977 D in average condition $0.011977, D in MS65 $20 to $50 plus. 1977 in MS67 $200 plus or more. That's a huge difference for the same coin. Rare errors that can make you money. Now this is where things get exciting. Error coins are where collectors pay big money. Here are the most important ones to look for. Fire 1. Double die error, high value. Check closely at Liberty, In God We Trust, the date, 1977. If you notice a doubled or shadow-like effect, backhand index pointing right, that coin could be worth $100 to $500 plus. Collision 2. Off-center strike. If the design looks shifted or off-balance, that's an off-center error. Minor shift $20, $50, major shift $100, $300 plus. Collectors love these. Magnet 3. Wrong planchet error, rare jackpot. This is extremely rare. If your 1977 penny was struck on the wrong metal blank, backhand index pointing right, it could be worth $1,000 to $5,000 plus. These are the coins people dream about finding. Gear 4. Die cracks/cuds. Look for raised lines, bumps, or unusual blobs. These are minting flaws that can increase value. Backhand index pointing right, $10 to $100 plus. Current market value, realistic. Let's break it down clearly. Circulated 1977 penny 1 cent to $0.05 copper value, slightly above face value. Uncirculated $1 to $10 high grade. MS65 plus, $20 to $100 plus. Error coins $50 to $1,000 plus. Rare extreme errors $2,000 plus possible. So yes, backhand index pointing right. Most are common, but the right one can be very valuable. How to check your coins like a pro. Here's exactly what you should do. Grab your 1977 pennies. Use a magnifying glass. Tilted left. Check, mint mark, D or none, doubling in letters. Off-center design. Surface condition. Weigh the coin, 3.11 g equals copper. Backhand index pointing right. Clean, sharp, and unusual coins are worth more. Reality check, trust builder. Let's clear something up. You've probably seen videos claiming $1 million penny found. Here's the truth. Backhand index pointing right, a regular 1977 penny is not worth $1 million. But rare errors and high-grade coins can still bring serious money. And the best part, backhand index pointing right, you don't need to buy anything, just check what you already have. Now it's your turn. Backhand index pointing right. Pause this video. Backhand index pointing right. Go check your coins. Backhand index pointing right, and come back and tell me what you found, because that penny in your pocket might not be just spare change. Backhand index pointing right, it might be a hidden treasure. Before you skip this video, go grab a penny, seriously, go grab one. Because what I'm about to show you could turn a simple 1980 Lincoln penny into something worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Most people ignore these coins every single day, they toss them in jars, leave them in drawers, or spend them without a second thought, but hidden among millions of ordinary pennies are a few rare ones that collectors are willing to pay big money for, and today I'm going to show you exactly what to look for. History of the 1980 Lincoln penny. Let's start with the story behind this coin. The 1980 Lincoln penny is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. By 1980, the coin had a classic and familiar look. Lincoln's portrait on the front, the Lincoln Memorial on the back, designed by Victor D. Brenner. Now here's something important. Backhand index pointing right. The 1980 penny was made mostly of copper, unlike later pennies after 1982, which switched to zinc. That means weight, about 3.11 grams, composition, 95% copper, and collectors love copper coins. In fact, just the metal itself gives these coins extra value, but that's only the beginning. Are 1980 pennies worth money? Let's be real for a second. Backhand index pointing right. Most 1980 pennies are still only worth 1 cent, but there are certain versions of this coin that are worth $10, $50, $200, even $1,000 plus. So what separates a normal penny from a valuable one? It comes down to 3 key factors: mint mark, condition, errors, and this is where things get interesting. Mint marks you must check. Take your 1980 penny and look right under the date. You'll see one of these: no mint mark, made in Philadelphia; D mint mark, made in Denver's mint mark, San Francisco. Proof coins. Now here's what most people don't know. Backhand index pointing right. The 1980's proof penny can be worth much more, especially if it's in perfect condition. Typical value: $2 to $10. Deep cameo versions, $20 plus, and if it's flawless, backhand index pointing right, even higher. Rare errors that can make you rich. Now this is where real money is hiding. Error coins. These are mistakes made during minting, and collectors go crazy for them. Fire 1. Double die error, big money. This is one of the most famous coin errors. Look closely at Liberty, In God We Trust, the date, 1980. If you see doubling or a shadow effect, backhand index pointing right, that coin could be worth $100 to $500 plus. Collision 2. Off-center strike. If your coin looks off, like the design is shifted, that's an off-center error. Slight off-center, $20, $50. Major off-center, $100, $300 plus. Magnet 3. Wrong planchet error, rare jackpot. This is extremely rare. If your 1980 penny was struck on the wrong metal, backhand index pointing right, it could be worth $1,000 to $5,000 plus. These are the coins collectors dream about finding. Gear 4. Die cracks / cuds. Look for unusual raised lines or blobs. These minting flaws can increase value to backhand index pointing right, $10 to $100 plus. Current market value. Let's break it down simply. Circulated 1980 penny, 1 cent to $0.05. Copper value alone slightly higher than face value. Uncirculated, $1 to $10. High grade, MS65 plus, $20 to $100 plus. Proof coins, $5 to $50 plus. Error coins, $50 to $1,000 plus. Rare errors, $2,000 plus possible. So yes, backhand index pointing right, one small coin could be worth a lot more than you think. How to check your coins like a pro? Here's what you should do right now. Grab your 1980 pennies, use a magnifying glass, tilted left, check mint mark lettering for doubling alignment, surface condition. Weigh the coin if possible. 3.11 g equals copper. Backhand index pointing right, the more perfect and unusual, the higher the value. Reality check, very important. Let's be honest. You've probably seen videos saying $1 million penny found. The truth: backhand index pointing right, a regular 1980 penny is not worth $1 million, but rare versions and error coins can still bring serious collector money. And the best part, backhand index pointing right, you might already have one, without even knowing it. High retention CTA. Now I want you to do something. Backhand index pointing right. Pause this video. Backhand index pointing right. Go check your coins. Backhand index pointing right. Then come back and comment what you found, because who knows, that old penny sitting in your pocket right now might not be just spare change. Backhand index pointing right, it might be a hidden treasure. If you want more videos like this, where we uncover coins worth real money. What if I told you, a simple penny from 1987, could be worth far more than 1 cent? Sounds crazy, right? but what if that coin sitting in your pocket, your jar, or even your old drawer, is secretly worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars? Today, we're diving deep into the truth about the 1987 Lincoln penny, its history, rare errors, real market value, and how you can spot one that could make you serious money. Before you skip this video, go grab your coins. You might want to check them while watching this. History of the 1987 Lincoln penny. Let's start with the basics. The 1987 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. By 1987, the coin had already gone through several changes, made primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating, weight about 2.5 grams, designed by Victor D. Brenner, features Lincoln's profile on the front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Millions, actually billions, of these coins were minted. So you might be thinking, if there are so many, how can any be valuable? Great question, because not all pennies are created equal. Can a 1987 penny be worth big money? Here's the truth: backhand index pointing right. Most 1987 pennies are only worth 1 to 10 cents in circulation, but there are rare exceptions, and these are the coins collectors are hunting for. Some of these rare versions have sold for $50, $100, even $1,000 plus, and in extreme cases, error coins in near-perfect condition can reach several $1,000s. So what makes the difference? It comes down to mint marks, condition, and errors. Mint marks you must check. First, look under the year, 1987, on your coin. You'll find one of these. No mint mark. Philadelphia. D mint mark. Denver. Now here's the interesting part: backhand index pointing right. Both are common, but in high-grade condition, they become valuable. A 1987 D penny in MS65 or higher condition can sell for $10 to $50 plus, and if you somehow have one in MS67 condition, backhand index pointing right, that could reach hundreds of dollars. Rare errors that make money. Now this is where things get exciting. Error coins are where real money is made. Here are the rare 1987 penny errors you must look for. Fire 1. Double die error. This happens when the coin is struck twice slightly off alignment. Look closely at the word Liberty, the date, 1987. If you see a shadow or doubling effect, backhand index pointing right, that coin could be worth $100 to $500 plus. Collision 2. Off-center strike. If your coin looks misaligned, part of the design missing, backhand index pointing right, that's an off-center error. Depending on how off-center it is, it could be worth $20 to $200 plus. Magnet 3. Wrong planchet error, super rare. This is extremely rare. If a 1987 penny was accidentally struck on the wrong metal, like a different coin blank, backhand index pointing right, that could be worth thousands of dollars. These are the coins collectors dream about. Gear 4. Die cracks / cuts. Look for raised lines or blobs on the coin surface. These are minting defects. Backhand index pointing right value, $5 to $100 plus, depending on visibility. Current market value, realistic. Let's be honest, not every coin will make you rich. Here's the real market value breakdown. Circulated 1987 penny 1 cent to $0.10. Uncirculated $1 to $10. High grade, MS65 plus, $20 to $100 plus. Error coins $50 to $1,000 plus. Rare extreme errors $2,000 plus possible. So yes, while most are common, backhand index pointing right, the right one, can absolutely be valuable. How to check your coins like a pro? Here's exactly what you should do. Grab a magnifying glass, tilted left. Check the date, 1987. Look for mint mark, D or none. Inspect for doubling, misalignment, strange marks. Check condition, shiny, no scratches, sharp details. Backhand index pointing right, the cleaner and rarer, the more valuable. Real talk, trust builder. Let's clear one thing up. You've probably seen titles like $1 Million Penny Found. The truth: backhand index pointing right, a regular 1987 penny is not worth $1 million. But rare error coins and perfect condition coins can still bring serious money. And the best part, backhand index pointing right, you don't need to buy anything, you just need to check what you already have. So now I want you to do something. Backhand index pointing right. Pause this video. Backhand index pointing right. Go check your coins backhand index pointing right and come back and tell me what you found. Who knows, you might be holding a hidden treasure right now. Stop right there. Before you ignore that jar of old coins sitting in your house, take a very close look, because a simple 1964 Lincoln penny, the kind most people spend without thinking, could actually be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars, and in rare cases, collectors have paid even more. Yes, just one small penny could turn into a surprising hidden treasure. Today, I'm going to show you the real history behind the 1964 Lincoln penny. Why collectors love it, rare errors that increase its value, and the current market value in today's coin world. So don't skip this video, because your next penny might not be worth just 1 cent. History of the 1964 Lincoln penny. Let's go back in time. The 1964 Lincoln penny is part of the famous Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln. By 1964, the United States was producing coins in massive quantities. This penny features, front, Lincoln's portrait, back, Lincoln Memorial designer, Victor D. Brenner. Now here's something very important. Backhand index pointing right. The 1964 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. That means, weight, around 3.11 grams, strong copper content, high historical value for collectors. But here's the real surprise. Even though millions were made, backhand index pointing right, some versions are still worth serious money today. Is the 1964 penny valuable? Let's be honest, backhand index pointing right, most 1964 pennies are still worth only 1 cent, but not all of them. Certain versions can sell for $10, $50, $200, and sometimes $1,000 plus. So what creates this huge price difference? 3 things: mint mark, condition errors, and this is where collectors focus the most. Mint marks you must check. Look just below the year, 1964. You may see, no mint mark Philadelphia, D, mint mark Denver. Now here's the key point, backhand index pointing right. The 1964 D penny is extremely common, but, in high-grade condition, it can still bring good money. Example, circulated condition $0.01, uncirculated $1 to $5, MS65 condition $20 to $100 plus, MS67 rare grade even higher value. So condition matters a lot. That a clean coin can multiply value instantly. Rare errors that make big money. Now let's talk about the exciting part, error coins. These are mistakes made during minting, and collectors love them. Fire 1. Double die error, high value, check for doubling in Liberty, in God We Trust. The date, 1964, if you see a shadow or double effect, backhand index pointing right, that coin could be worth $100 to $500 plus. Collision 2. Off-center strike, if your penny looks misaligned or shifted, that's an off-center error. Small shift $20, $50, strong shift $100, $300 plus. Collectors actively search for these. Magnet 3. Die crack errors, look for raised lines or cracks on the coin surface. These happen when the minting die starts to break. Backhand index pointing right, value range, $10 to $100 plus. Gear 4. Clipped planchet error, rare, if part of your coin looks missing or cut, that's a clipped planchet. Backhand index pointing right can sell for $50 to $300 plus. 5. Silver content confusion, important fact, many people believe the 1964 penny contains silver, but that is not true. However, backhand index pointing right 1964 is famous for silver coins like quarters and dimes, not pennies. This confusion actually makes collectors more curious about the year. Current market value, let's break it down clearly. Circulated 1964 penny $0.01 copper melt value, slightly higher. Uncirculated $1 to $5 high grade, MS65 plus, $20 to $100 plus. Error coins $50 to $1,000 plus. Rare extreme errors potentially higher. So yes, backhand index pointing right, most are common, but rare versions can bring serious money. How to check your coins like a pro? Here's exactly what you should do. Collect your 1964 pennies. Use a magnifying glass. Tilted left, check. Mint mark letter, doubling surface, cracks, alignment. Look at condition, shiny, no scratches, sharp details. Backhand index pointing right, the better the condition, the higher the value. Reality check, important truth. Let's be real for a moment. That you've probably seen videos saying, $1 million penny found. Here's the truth, backhand index pointing right, a normal 1964 penny is not worth $1 million. But, rare mint errors and top condition coins can still bring strong collector value, and the best part, backhand index pointing right, you might already have one without knowing it. High retention call to action. Now it's your turn. Backhand index pointing right. Pause this video. Backhand index pointing right. Go check your coins. Backhand index pointing right, and come back and tell me what you found, because that old penny sitting in your house might not be just change, backhand index pointing right, it might be a hidden opportunity.